Alright, so what I do is, this is actually the old ink pad. Okay, here's a new one. So here's my ink. I'll warn you. See how I have a little bit of glitter there? Don't rub it on your actual pad itself. What I want you to do is just take your refill. I mean, you can rub it on there. Granted, I had a bunch of club projects to get through. That's probably too much ink on there. So I don't want to keep rubbing it on my pad. And then what I do is, this is how I store, by color family, I store all my sponges and my daubers. Now I did try my dauber. The end of my dauber was getting like chewed up because the glitter is not a fine piece of paper. This seems to work better. And I noticed, see how it's going on dark? All I did was I rubbed and it kind of squished and patted. Let me see if I can show you a little bit of a difference here. You see that? This is silvery and this is blue. This does seep in. It takes a little bit. So it's going to lighten up. So if you think like, oh my gosh, I put it on too dark, you really didn't. It will lighten up. So just keep that in mind. And then you can even get it darker if you like. But isn't that a cool technique? So imagine if for like Halloween you did like black and orange. So this is actually a great little technique for all the different cutouts that you want to do with it. And there you go. It's done. How simple is that? Let me put that away so I don't get myself all inked up. Okay. So while we have this out, I'm just going to go and glue this on. Let me tell you another technique how I did this. Okay. So I forgot to tell you that I took my punch to get that punch, and I just cut maybe a 2-inch strip of my paper, and then I did my punch all the way down. Now granted, you only need to do one unless you're going to do multiple like me. So I just did the punch all the way down, and then I just took half of this and I just did this. You don't need to waste the paper and go through the whole length. Just do this much and it will come out like this. I just want to show you, actually, look at the difference with the up against the silver. Can you notice the difference with the blue? I think it's so pretty. I love it. So that's how I did that. And now I'm just going to glue this on to my actual ornament that I cut out of the Marina Mist. And I'm going to line it right up. Like so. Simple dimple. This will just go right on your card base. I love the blues with the Christmas theme, holiday theme. I think it's so pretty. You could even sponge your snowflakes that are embossed on here if you want to get fancy. Okay, and then this one I'm just going to put right in the center here of this big snowflake. Let me just do that a couple. Get this really juiced, inked up here. Not inked, taped. Let's see, it's a little crooked. I have to tell you that, there you go, that you have to make sure this is, I know why it's a little crooked, it's really not this crooked, it's this piece I cut. So when you go and you lay this on your silver piece, make sure it's not doing one of these. And then for my ribbon, I'm just going to put this on, and that will take away from my little crookedness, the way I cut my silver piece. And I always use, like I said, on my, actually I'm going to cut that a little smaller. On my silver, I always use, on glitter, I use the red line, because it sticks. So I don't want my bow popping off. The trick is to get your red line off. Okay, and then we're going to pop that right on. And actually I took off the pink with it. I took off the sticky with it. So I don't want to have you, I'm going to actually put it to my bow. If I don't get it off real quick, then I'm not going to have you sit here and watch me struggle, because it's crazy. Yep, I can't do it right away. But that's how I would attach my bow. Or you can do liquid glue. I like liquid glue too. But I'm going to go off the camera in 1 sec if I don't get it. Because I'm so persistent. It's going to bug me. But anyways, that will be like this. Isn't that pretty? Here we go. Ta-da. All done. And then I just took my dazzling details and I just did a little drop on each. I didn't do that on yours. It actually looks fine without it too. It looks just as pretty. So there you go. There is your last card for November. And thank you for joining me. We'll see you in December. Bye-bye.